Reasons and impartiality as minimum requirements for morality. What are minimum requirements of morality? The minimum requirements of morality are reason and impartiality. Moral judgment must be backed up by good reason and impartiality. Morality requires the impartial consideration of each individual interest. Moral judgments or resolving a dilemma or moral judgment must be backed by good reason. What does reason and impartiality refers to? Reason and impartiality refer to a mental activity following the basic principle of consistency. The lack of contradiction between one idea and another. It is a process of deriving necessary conclusion from premises, avoiding all forms of deception or fallacy of reasoning. It avoids ad hominem by not attacking the personality of the opponent and instead directing one's argument against his idea. Minimum requirements of morality. Baga, mga decision sa moral in dapat nakabase sa reason kag partiality or wala sang may ginapasulabi. Napakita lang ini nga ang pag-judge sa mga moral dapat suportahan sang evidence kag hindi ang emotion or ang personal nga pagpasulabi. Tuod kay gupod niyan duwa. A reason kag partiality. Ang pag-judge sang moral naging fair. For example, kung may isa ka friend nga nagambal si imo nga tagoon mo ang isa ka sikrito nga makaguba dignidad sa isa ka tawo kung ipanugid mo sa iban. Unagid, paminsan mo ang reason. Paminsan mo danay kung ano baya ang resulta kung tagoon mo lang ang sikrito. Kag ang resulta kung isugid mo ini sa iban. Then partiality. I-consider mo na lang nga ang interes ng tanan nga nga tawo nga involved labi na ang tawo nga magaguba ang dignidad. So at least ka mag-decide maagid na sa reason kag partiality para maging fair imo nga decision. Thus, reason and impartiality refers. Kumbaga, paminsaron mo danay, antis ka magambal para malikawan ang mga sala nga tinaga nga mabuyan nga makalain sa iya or maka-offend. For example, you're clearly just too young to understand. What are Scott Ray's 7 steps of moral reasoning? First, gather the facts and information. The simplest way of clarifying an ethical dilemma is to make sure that the facts are clear. Ask, do you have all the facts that are necessary to make a good decision? What do we know? What do we need to know? Second, determine the ethical issue similar to the statement of the problem. The competing interests are what create the dilemma. Moral values and virtue must be support competing interests in order for an ethical dilemma to exist. If you cannot identify the underlying values, virtues, then you do not have an ethical dilemma. Often people hold this position strongly and with passion because of what the value or virtue beneath them. Third, determine what virtues, principles have bearing on the case. This is similar to identifying the relevant factors or internal and external. In an ethical dilemma, certain values and principles are central to the competing positions. Identify these. Determine if some should be given more weight than others. Ask what the source for the principle is: constitution, culture, natural law, religious tradition. These supplement biblical principles. Fourth, list the alternatives or develop list of options. Creatively determine possible courses of action for your dilemma. Some will almost immediately be discarded, but generally the more you list, the greater potential for coming up with a really good one. It will also help you come up with a broader selection of ideas. Fifth, compare the alternatives with the virtues principle. These steps eliminates alternative as they are weighed by the moral principle, which have a bearing on the case. Potentially, the issue will be resolved. Here, as all the alternative except one are eliminated. Here you must satisfy all the relevant virtues and values, so at least some of the alternatives will be eliminated. Even if you still have to go on to step 6 of 10, here you have to weigh principles and virtues. Make sure you have a good reasons for each weighing. 6. Consider the consequence or test the disclosed option. View the information directly possible. Consequences include: family feel alienated. Cultural values have been violated. The family may take patient to another hospital. Patient may give up. Patient might be happy, are they finally being told the truth? In general, the following may be used to test the options. Harm test. Does this option do less harm than the alternatives? Publicity test. Would I want my choice of this option published in the newspaper? Defensibility test. Could I defend my choice of this option before a congressional committee or committee of peers? Reversibility test. Would I still think this option was a good choice if I were adversely affected by it? Colleague test. What do my colleagues say when I describe my problem and suggest this option as my solution? Professional test. What might my profession's governing body for ethics says about this option? Organization test. What does my company's ethics officer or legal counsel say about this? 7. Make a decision. Ethical decisions rarely have a pain-free solution. It might be you have to choose the solution with the least number of problems and painful consequences. Even when make a good decision, you might still lose sleep over it. Remember, ethical decisions often involve trade-offs. Consider multiple perspectives. Be prepared to justify your decision. Seek guidance for experts or colleagues if needed. Example, dilemma. Should a doctor reveal patients' confidential information to prevent harm to others? Then, magamit ka sa 7 nga moral decisioning. First is to gather facts. Patient condition, potential risk. Second, identify ethical issues, confidentiality versus public safety. Third, identify virtues, principles, autonomy, non-maleficence, beneficence. Fourth, list alternatives. Reveal information, maintain confidentiality. Fifth, evaluate alternatives, consider autonomy, potential harm. Sixth, consider consequences. Weigh harm to patient versus public safety. Then, seventh, make a decision. Choose the option minimizing harm. This framework helps you to systematically approach ethical dilemmas and make informed decisions.
Clarification. What are the steps of the values clarification model? The steps in values clarification model are: first, choose freely, choose from alternatives, consider the consequences, pursue and cherish, affirm, act on the choices, and repeat. Values clarification is a process that can be used in therapy to help patients live by their values. Therapists can use values clarification exercises to help patients by: first, identify their core beliefs; second, rate how often they practice their core beliefs; third, process their emotions around their daily routines and decisions; fourth and lastly, understand how their values impact their experiences.
Creative responsibility is the ethical duty of creators to ensure their work has a positive impact, respects cultural and societal values, and avoids harm. It involves the accountability for how content affects audiences, influences perceptions, and upholds integrity in creative expression. The key characteristics are: first is authenticity, creating work that is true to one's vision, values, and cultural context. It involves being honest and transparent in expression, avoiding imitation, and respecting the integrity of the message and audience. Second is cultural sensitivity. It is the awareness and respect for diverse cultural values, beliefs, and practices. Ethical standards are guidelines that define what is morally right or wrong in behavior and decision making. Fourth is social awareness. It is the understanding and recognition of societal issues, needs, and challenges affecting communities. Fifth is accountability. It means taking ownership of the impact and outcomes of one's work. It involves being answerable for the effects of creative choices on audiences, society, and ethical standards. Sixth is environmental responsibility. It is the commitment to creating work that minimizes harm to the environment. It involves sustainable practices, reducing waste, and making choices that consider the ecological impact of creative processes and materials. Lastly is the audience consideration. It means understanding and respecting the values, sensitivities, and needs of the intended viewers. It involves tailoring content to be engaging, appropriate, and mindful of the audience's cultural and social backgrounds. Creative responsibility ensures that work not only achieves its artistic or commercial goals, but also contribute positively to society.
Reason is thinking logically and making decisions based on facts and understanding. Will is your ability to choose to do something and act on it, driven by your desire or determination. The difference between reason and will: reason is about thinking through things, while will is about actually doing something. Free will. Free will means having the freedom to make your own choices, not being controlled by fate or outside forces. Decision making. Decision making is the process of choosing between different options based on what seems best for you. The Courage to Be by Kierkegaard. This idea is about facing life's challenges and being true to yourself. Even when it's hard, it's about having the courage to live authentically despite fear and uncertainty.